Okay, not a lot of ground to cover this week in Raw. This was the last Raw pre-draft, so they had to hype tomorrow's first live SmackDown, which is also WWE Draft, which would be split screened on both the TV you're watching as well as your mobile device for the WWE Network. So it began with Steph welcoming you to Monday Night. Shane comes down. They choose their general managers. Stephanie picks Mick Foley, to which my wife popped, which was nice. He did a good job. She popped the crowd. Interesting. Interesting choice. Shane, of course, picked Daniel Bryan to a pop for my wife, which is very good. So it's going to be odd having two face-style GMs. They didn't meet in the hallway, and they're like, we have a lot in common. They poked fun at each other. We both had beards. We both like flannel. They're both underdogs. They're both hard fighters. I liked it. It was good seeing two guys with face fire stare at each other and be like, I'm going to prove that I am the best. I'll prove that I'm the best. May the better man win. Shake hands, walk away. Good. It's face versus face for the GMs. Good. A lot of stuff in the back of people like, hey, Daniel, you're looking pretty good in that suit. Jack Swagger. Hey, Daniel, looking pretty toned. I'm Titus. Daniel Bryan and Shane. I'm Kane. Sorry for the testicle thing. Sorry for the neck breaking thing. Okay. And also said that on Raw, thanks to the tremendous of the Cruiserweight Classic, there will be a Cruiserweight division on Raw. As long as the first match of every new Monday Night Raw is a Cruiserweight match, do it. Nice. Put it in the division that works. They also get the draft rules. 6 names from NXT. That'll be interesting. See how much the talent they raid from there. Because they've already raided a lot. They pretty much took the women's division. They've taken a tag team. They've taken Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. They've taken a lot of names. And the Vaughn villains. And the Ascension. Bo Dallas. Big E. Technically the Shield. And the Wyatts. So they've taken a lot of talent from that. And speaking of Big E, the Wyatts, Enzo and Cass, they did a 12-man match. John Cena came down, hyped the crowd up a little bit. Then Enzo came down with Big Cass. And Enzo ran down every member of the club. And John went, what is this? You just throw like punchlines. Cass like, that's Enzo, is what he does. When it's time to get serious, we get serious. It's great. And the club came down, Ski, and they did a decent job. You can tell that they're not the greatest on the mics, but I think it's because they just finished getting in the ring with John Cena, Enzo, and Big Cass. And then, oh, Brothers Rhode Island! And the New Day came down. So now the New Day and the club are jaw-jacking. And the Wyatts come down, and our match begins. This is your typical, we're trying to discuss and get points moving forward for 2 6-man tag matches. Throwing them into one after about a really long promo for it. It was good. But then you've got like 6 of your best workers on both sides when it comes to mic work and in-ring skills. It's a good, solid match. Nice amount of commercial breaks. Seeing Enzo take on Braun Strowman kind of worked. Seeing the Braun Strowman Big Cass face off, and the crowd pop for it. Braun Strowman Big E crowd pop. They did just right. And of course ended up being Enzo got in the ring, ate a Styles Clash. How you doing? Good match. Set up the 2 big matches for this Sunday's Battleground. Worked well. Sami Zayn and Cesaro took on the team of Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. Good. Keeping some of the other storylines going. I like it. Out of nowhere roll up from Sami Zayn and Jericho. So he's beaten Jericho a couple of times. So maybe after he defeats, well, that can be his next fit after Kevin Owens. So good job providing for that one. Gives Cesaro something to do because he's got no match currently for Battleground. Because, you know, why? But it worked. Baron Corbin took on a Lucha Dragon. I want to say it was Sin Cara because they officially broke. And he just demolished him. Which he should because he's Baron Corbin. Then the other Lucha Dragon came down and got demolished. So, yeah, it kind of works. It filled time. In your workhorse tag match, Ziggler and the newly christened Zack Ryder, with radio being done differently. It's still the same lyrics, it's just done differently. Took on former League of Nations members, Sheamus and Rusev. And with Rusev just breaking Ziggler's back, making him humble. Nice. Good way to build it for their match. Short, sweet, to the point. Del Rio took on Block the Hate. Of course, it'd be Hate the Block, but the Make Darren Young great for the first time against Del Rio. Del Rio's a pretty good hand. And this, I don't know, this just didn't seem to gel. I like the aggressiveness of Darren Young, but he just seems like he's still trying to find his footing. And Darren Young can go pretty well in the ring. I just think he's trying to work in new moves, doesn't quite have the flow of it down. So they were just not on the same page. Of course, Miz is on the outside because Miz and Darren Young have got a fight Battleground, which was thrown together last week, and he beat Del Rio with the roll-ups. I mean, it keeps things going that Darren Young can luck himself into a victory and become champion. I guess that works. You know, he had all these vignettes, and he wins a battle royal, and then gets one singles match, and he's taking on a champion. It's the least build-up, and it feels like the least build-up. Dana Brooke and Charlotte teamed up to take on Sasha Banks and a partner. This partner, Becky Lynch. Well, things don't go well for Becky because she gets blasted by the Dark Queen of Hearts. Or the Queen of Dark Hearts. Or the Queen of Heart Dark. So Natalya lays out Becky, which then makes Sasha easy prey for the dynamic duo, for the Blonde Bombers, Dana Brooke and Charlotte. It's like, who will be your partner? Let's look at our list. Paige. She's got beef with Charlotte, kind of. Becky Lynch taking on Natalya, so she's out. Would it be Bayley? Will Bayley get the call-up? That'd be her first official match. Will Bayley get a pin on one of the two of them? But then it kind of derails the Sasha Banks christening of defeating Charlotte going on at SummerSlam. Could it be a returning Nikki Bella? Could it be Naomi? Could it be Tamina? Could Carmella get the call up? Could it be Nia Jax? Ooh, Nia Jax and Banks works. Because Banks could talk a whole bunch of trash, be a babyface, and that could be her heavy. Like, oh, you have to jump on me now? Well, check it out. I've got a giant one with me now. And she's going to beat both of you. With, like, a one-person, like, double powerbomb. I mean, that could work. But now we get into the main event. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins work. It is hand and glove. It's just, it fits. It fits perfectly. The only downside is it does show the limitation of Ambrose's moveset. He throws out the occasional like new move, like, oh, fisherman suplex. Good, nice fisherman. Worked well, I like it. You know, Dirty Deeds, there was a kick out. Pedigree, there was a kick out. My favorite spot of this match. Oh man. Rollins goes for the turnbuckle powerbomb. Hits it. But it's late in the match. So Rollins is winded. Hits it. Boom. Kind of staggers a little bit. Walks into a Dirty Deeds. And it was like, and on the outside of the ring, you've got Stephanie and Mick, Shane and Daniel. I was like, what the? And I was like, 1, 2, foot on. I was like, oh man. I'm like, this match is fantastic. So their battleground match will be those two guys working hard, and then Superman punch, 1-arm powerbomb, spear, and that's, you know, just put those 3 moves, oh, small and drop, put those 3 moves in a sequence somewhere. Actually, maybe instead of Roman Reigns, we put in Sean Maluda, who took on Kota Ibushi at Cruiserweight Classic, who has got a savant kick that made my jaw hurt watching it. It was crisp, it was good, and I'm like, ooh. And I was like, he's like an Uso, but I don't dislike him. That's a thing? So what do we get for the finish? Superplex with a double roll-up. 1, 2, 3. Who's the champ? Who's the champ? Who's going to be champ? The GM's the commissioner in the ring. Who's the champ? Who's the champ? Who's the champ? Steph grabs the belt, grabs Mike, and I was like, the winner, and Seth Rollins. With Dean having a look of like, wait, what? I was like, man. I think that totally means then that Seth Rollins might get drafted to SmackDown. Because Raw gets the first pick. They also get 3 picks for every 2 picks from SmackDown. Will I be doing a live piece from SmackDown? No. Because I do my live thing through my iPad. My iPad will be the split screen. So, draft should be amazing. Depending on what happens in the draft, I might go to a live WWE event. That's not NXT. Which would be an amazing thing. I have not done that in years. Because if on one show, if I get the Wyatt and Balor on a show, it's a house show, I'll go. If I got Balor and Enzo, I'll go. If I got Wyatt and Enzo, I'll go. So I need those 3 guys. But I need to have either Wyatt or Balor with Enzo and Big Cass. My wife is a huge Enzo fan. I think she would probably go nuts to see him like live and in person. We're both Balor fans. I love me some Bray Wyatt. So I'm excited. There should be some good stuff. And plus, if I can see AJ live too. Last saw AJ live was it was TNA and Lockdown in St. Louis. The first time they actually left the TNA arena area into their first outside show. If they bring up Joe or Nakamura or American Alpha or Rude or Aries, there's some names that they can bring from NXT to really make evening shows amazing, provided they do them differently. So tomorrow it begins. It's a new day. Yes, it is.